Hi, it's Debbie, and today I wanted to show you just a couple of things because, well, I just had the most loveliest of weekends. I had a creative play date with Renje, CreaBoetiek here on YouTube. I'll put the link down in the description box, so check her out. She's amazing, and her art is amazing, of course. And well, we had a date, and we created, and we went to a fair together, and a creative fair, of course. And well, I'll just start with showing you a couple of things. First of all, this amazing artwork by her, and it's a cute little canvas made by her, and it says "Home is where the heart is," and she made this little puppet of a person out of clay, I think, and I think there's a video on it on YouTube, so check it out. And she gifted it to me, and I'm very, very thankful with this because, well, it's gorgeous, isn't it? So it's gonna get a special place in my home. And well, that wasn't all she gave me. So she also gave me, well, lots of useful things and fun things. And for example, these. And these are just drawer dividers or something. I don't know how it's called in English. From IKEA, and you can divide up your drawers. But I also think they're very cute to use in your mixed media, or to wrap some ribbon or a washi tape around them. And she had some spare left, so she gave them to me. Perfect. And then she gave me just a ton of these boxes. Well, you can see they're quite huge. I think a couple of liters. And they're see-through, and I love that because when I don't see my things, I don't usually use them. So these are just perfect. I think she gave me a dozen of them. Just wonderful. And then she gave me this wonderful ochre kind of color. Oh, it's called bronze yellow actually, by Liquitex. Also, she had a spare. Well, I don't mind. And this lovely pen pastel. I've never used them before, so I'm going to try this out, see if I like it, and buy myself some colors if I like them. Not sure. And these ones, these are wooden numbers, and they will be perfect on a canvas or something. And she also gave me these, so these are the letters. Oh, how much fun things we can do with them. And then she got another package of these. And as I said, we went to a fair. She bought a couple of things, I bought a couple of things. And she just got the last of these, and she gave one package to me. So that will be fun. And then she also gave me a homemade spray ink. And it's made with the picked raspberries re-inker and just some water. And it's full of tons and tons of colors, so I'm very happy with this as well. I don't own that much of ink, so that will be perfect. And of course we also did some creating and chatting, a lot of chatting. We've chatted for hours, I think, and it's so much fun because we don't actually meet up that often. I think the last time was the first time, and it was about well, a year or a year and a half ago or something. And now I saw her again because, well, we live quite apart for, well, in the Netherlands it's quite apart. It's about a 2-hour drive or something. Now it's about the other side of the Netherlands. And so we don't meet up that often. We should though. But, well, it was just like I've known her like for ages or something. I don't know what it is, but, well, maybe in another life, who knows, right? So now I'm going to show you some things we've done, and this is actually one of the most fun things we did, and it was just the art journal page. We both did one, but we used well, those cards. I think they're called inspiration cards or something. So we picked a couple of cards, I think about 10 or something, and then you just do what the card says. So when it says use red and orange, or use goals, or use, well, anything like that, and we just follow the steps along. And this is what I came up with which actually just appeared doing this. It was so much fun. I've never used those cards before, and it really is, well, freeing actually, because you're told what to do, but you can go in any direction with it. So you don't have a plan, and well, you don't know what's coming, and you don't know what's going to be, but it's going to be awesome either way, because you've used so much, well, stuff and techniques, and I absolutely love the process. So, well, mine turned out a bit, well, I think whimsical. I would like to call her a forest fairy hanging from the trees, or swinging in the trees. And it was actually because in one of the last steps I did a face and a girl like this, and one of the last steps was to turn over your project and work from that. And then I got this one, and then it says do some drippage. Well, I dripped something, and then I thought, yes, that's it. It's just hanging from a tree in a forest. It's a forest fairy. So here's my forest fairy. Well, do check out Renje's creation. I think she will do a video pretty soon, and then you will see she's got something completely different, and that's the fun part of it. We use the same cards, the same colors, the same, well, assignments actually, but the result is totally different. So I really love that, and it was a fun project to do. Then we also did this thing, and I asked her about a couple of techniques I've seen her use in her videos, and this was one using bleach. So you start with a background, I think these were distress inks and some gesso. I hope you can see that even. It's quite light in here. And then do some stamping, and the stamps you kind of color in actually with diluted bleach, and then the colors, well, fade, and it gives this really nice effect. You can see it better in here actually. And then I just dripped some bleach again for more texture, and I even used a stencil with some dots with again the same colors of distressing. So there's a lot to see, and I'm going to make a little cute booklet or tag booklet or something with it, or a mosaic or something. So it will be interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. And we also did this technique. That's actually a kind of resist technique with embossing powder. So you start with a black background and black embossing powder, and you go over with acrylic paint, just a thin layer, and let it dry just for a bit. And when it's just dry enough, you rub off with a baby wipe the paint of the stamp again, of the embossed stamp again, so the background shines through, and you just put on some layers until you're satisfied. So this is how far I got, and not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it will be fun to use. Maybe just, I don't know. We'll see. You have to wait for that. And then we also did this cool technique, and it's actually a resist technique as well. And this is using Vaseline. I don't know how it's called in English actually. It's like a gel you put on your skin when it's really dry. A bit oily, like petrol like, but then clear. I don't know, I'll have to look it up. I'll put it in the description box. So we just painted the background first using all kinds of colors, and we stamped on it, and then we put the Vaseline through a stencil. So I used a stencil with some circles, and let it dry for just a bit. And then after that we put on a dark coat of paint, the dark blue in my case, and let that dry. And when that was completely dry, we could rub off the Vaseline, and then the background with the stamping showed through. So a really cool and neat technique for making backgrounds and your journaling pages. So, well, we also made some extra backgrounds, not really fancy, but not sure what to do with them next, but we'll see. And I also made this little girl because we bought these watercolor pads by Reeves, and I wanted to try it out, so I just did this. It's not really on scale, but I really love her actually. So yeah, that's that, I think. Well, go check out Renje, CreaBoetiek, and she probably will post her work as well, the things we did in the weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye now. Bye.